Are you a bit bored in your day job and want to start something on the side? Perhaps the side hustle will grow into your full-time passion. Or maybe it's just to have a little bit of fun and hopefully make some money. Then this video is for you. In today's video, we'll be guiding you through the process of starting a side hustle. We'll chat about what you need to know before you get started and what you need to stay successful, and what you didn't know you need to know about heading down this entrepreneurial path. If you're new, hi, my name is Luki, and I create educational videos on jobs, careers, and life. If you're looking for some practical tips, advice, and life lessons, subscribe to stay up to date. If you're returning, what do you think of the merch? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, let's get started. Side hustles have been growing in popularity in my circles. Folks that are doing pretty well in their day jobs and are perhaps a little too comfortable. Side hustles can be an outlet for creativity and could spark the interest to cultivate passions. Plus, they might be a way to supplement your income as well. I was at an event when an entrepreneur said something that hit me hard. They said that one source of income is too close to zero. So a side hustle could diversify your financial situation. So how do we get started? Well, we'll start with the focus-inspired approach. What, why, and then how. What do you want? For a side hustle, there are a few basic categories: product or service, B2B or B2C. Let's start with product versus service. Are you going to make a product to sell? Or are you going to do something, then charge for it? Or do a bit of both? If you're creating a product, how can you get samples and sell them? If you want to sell a food product, could you cook or bake them in your kitchen and even in a small batch? Then package them? You can go to various craft supply or kitchen supply stores to get them. Are you selling a craft item? You can go onto Etsy and sell those creative items. Or you can work with a supplier to take an existing product and personalize them. There's often a MOQ, a minimum order quantity, so you might have to buy 100 units or even 1,000 units for that supplier to even want to work with you. You could invent something on your own and go to a manufacturer to create samples. That might need a little bit of capital to create the first few prototypes. And if it's a unique invention, consider patenting what you're going for. Once you're comfortable with the product, then you want to consider how to scale the production and also scale your marketing. If you're going to do a service, then who would you want to help? Could be something as simple as math or English tutoring, or it could be creating websites or social media posts, video editing, or whatever you feel you can add value to for someone else. If it helps, and if you can do it better or faster or lower cost than others, then you're bound to have a market. You can also combine both products and services. For me, I have a lot of e-learning content and videos, as well as books and other content. Those would be my products. I bundle that with my career coaching services. The combination provides me with a combination offering of both products and services. And if you want, you should join us in the Focus Inspired Academy, which is your gym for career confidence. Go deeper into these concepts and get group coaching to help. Check the link in the description box below for a free 1-month trial for supporting the channel. Whatever you decide, see how you can test the market sooner versus later. Speaking of market, you'll want to decide who you're selling to. B2B, as in business to business, or B2C, as in business to consumer. Let's take our math tutoring example. Perhaps you created a workbook that makes learning calculus easy. You could sell it to high schools or tutoring schools if you wanted to go B2B. Or you could sell it to individuals to go B2C. You could even upsell it with some personalized tutoring services. Neither is better than the other, though one might be easier than the other based on your particular situation. If you have, let's say, a cousin that's a principal of a school or runs a Kumon franchise, then it might be easy for you to get them to buy your workbooks. For businesses, the deals tend to be larger, though you often need specific connections in order to make those deals happen. If instead, you're part of a high school basketball team and everyone needs to pass calculus to play in the next tournament, perhaps you could sell them to all your teammates, even everyone in the league. The good thing is that since your product and service is often the same, you could switch between them and potentially even do both. The process to refine your product and service will likely take some time. You might go through several rounds of PMF, product market fit. Be sure to keep in touch with your buyers and users to make improvements along the way. And that might even need a pivot in a new direction. The next big step is why. The why is important. Contrary to popular belief, side hustles are hard. Yes, you could create something and have it go viral, though the likelihood of that happening is probably just slightly better than winning the lottery. It does happen though, but you shouldn't count on it. There's an expression that comes to mind: with a strong enough why, you can bear any how. As you're going through the challenges of entrepreneurship, having that why behind you can be a great help to keep going. So why are you starting this side hustle? For most, it's one of these reasons, or a combination. First is money. You see an opportunity and you want to take advantage of it. 2 is exploring. You want something to do. You have an entrepreneurial itch and you want to scratch it. 3rd is for fun or interest. You enjoy it so much, you do it even if it doesn't replace your full-time job. And 4 is need. You honestly feel that the world needs this. Which one of these sound like your why? It's fine if you're doing it for the money or for the opportunity, though the closer you are to purpose or just pure enjoyment, the more sustainable it will be. Otherwise, you'll often rely on luck or sheer willpower to keep things going. You could also do a 5 whys exercise. For whatever answer you choose, answer it. Then for that answer, ask yourself, why is that important to you? And for the next answer, ask yourself, why is that important to you? And keep doing that 5 times. No repeating, or else that collapses into one why. Plus, make it about you. It's okay to be selfish. If you're able to get to that core why, then you'll have a driving purpose. The last item is how. How is quite dependent on your particular situation. Whether you're doing a product or a service or B2B or B2C, we've already given you a few ideas when we discussed the product versus service and B2B versus B2C. One of the most important things to allow your how to be successful is to allocate time. Is this a weekend side hustle where you can consistently allocate half a day or even the whole weekend to building? How about a few hours in the evening as well? The more time you can spend, the more you'll get out of it. Consider finding mentors, not necessarily the online ones. Find people who are doing what you want to be doing. Find someone that has already built the business you want, or someone who is still in the process of building it, and perhaps someone that's just a few steps ahead of you. Learn from them, ask questions. You could also consider joining a mastermind group so that you can be with the folks that are in a similar position as you. There's an expression, success leaves clues. And if it worked for them, it might work for you. Just be mindful that because it worked for them, doesn't mean it will automatically work for you. So be sure to do some critical thinking and monitor your own specific situation. Another important consideration is the importance of marketing. The business enterprise has 2, and only 2 basic functions, marketing and innovation. Marketing and innovation produce results. All the rest are costs. Many folks will start a side hustle and assume that a few social media posts will automatically turn into tons of sales. While that sometimes happens, it rarely does. One of the best marketing strategies is for you to have a product or service that's so amazing that it sells itself. Testimonials and results and word-of-mouth referrals tend to be the best form of marketing. Social media and other marketing mediums can accelerate that process. Keep in mind that it can also decelerate that process just as quickly with a bad product or a bad service. Have a good product or service as a spark for your side hustle. Then invest in some marketing to pour some gasoline on the flame. Monitor that marketing, continue what works, improve or do something different for what doesn't. Also, in your how time, be sure to allocate time to reflect and learn. What have you been doing that works well? What could you do better or differently? And really, that's all you need to start your side hustle. Allocate time and start by finding your what. Is it a product? Is it a service? B2B or B2C? Take time to understand your why. That will help you have sustainable success. Then work out your how, taking time to learn and improve. Remember to share this video with a friend. Let me know if you have any questions or what you're struggling with in your job search or your career, and feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on jobs, careers, and life. And YouTube recommends that you check out these videos next. Until next time, be focused and stay inspired.